Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? God bless. Hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful Mother's Day in 2018. Take a look at this weather back there. Wow, beautiful. See that sun? Wow. Anyway, I wanted to make this quick message just for Mother's Day. Let everybody know, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that's out there. Um, you know, it's definitely a blessing to see that we have another day uh, to cherish the mothers that we have in our lives. And the Bible speaks of a virtuous woman, a virtuous woman. So I definitely wanted to just speak of just so far as when you have just the impact, I guess I would say, the mothers have on your lives. you know we all can think back that our mothers and things that our mothers have done for us, over the years, over time, to to help us out and to really assure us that we had a great chance to be who we needed to be, to reach the peaks that we wanted to reach, and to accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish. So with that being said, we have to give praise, we got to give due, and it should be more than just one day. Obviously, there's a lot of mothers don't just do it for one day, right? You talk about literally 365, 365, that mothers are really just, man, just taking care of business, with kids and things of this nature, making sure that we're all have everything that we need, everything that we want. Yeah, it's just a blessing, when we think about it. It's not just, there's no words, there's no verbs. Tupac said it best with Dear Mama, right? There's no words that can express how we feel. So with that being said, I just wanted to shed light on a couple of things, two things. Number one is that for all my fellow entrepreneurs, professional investors, internet marketers, advertisers, funnel hackers, business women out there, just make sure you give back to your mothers. Once you reach that peak that you want to get to, that pinnacle, once your finances get to the point where you're financially free, once you have that time freedom, that stability, that comfort, that we're all looking to gauge and all looking to obtain, don't circumnavigate the fact that we should have our mothers back to the fullest. Both of our parents, for that matter. But for some, we only have our mothers, single mothers. There's a lot of single mothers out there. So with that being said, just make sure you take care of your parents. Make sure your mother is well taken care of. That transportation that she wants, that shelter, that property, that home that she wants, get her that. That health, make sure that her health is great. Definitely make sure that that's on point, because health is like wealth. You never have an idea of how precious it is until it's gone, right? So definitely make sure that that's taken care of as well. You just want to do whatever you can, do the most that you can, so you can have all the time that you can to spend with them, to have fun. You want to take your mothers and do whatever that they want to do, because life is like a vapor. Here one moment, gone the next. So you want to enjoy it to the fullest, and do much as you can with your mother. Do much as you can, literally. Reminisce on the good times. Think about all those times when you were sick. All of us have been there. We're sick, we're dealing with something in our childhood, whether it be an illness, whether it be a bully, right? Well, some people were the bully, right? Or man, just my mind slips me, but you all get where I'm coming from. There's so many precious moments our mothers play in our life, from our childhood to our adolescence to our young youth and adulthood and teenage and to adulthood, that you can't, even as adults, our mothers are still caring for us and having that that unwavering care, that unwavering love, right? I mean, it's really like intense when you think about it. Not to mention the fact that you got to look at how strong our mothers are. You know, mothers having us so far as from the youth, from pushing us out. I mean, we're sharing the body with them for 9 months, right? You know, it says a great deal about the strength that mothers have, physically and emotionally, right? So, you know, like I said, I just commend all the mothers out there in the world, especially all the single mothers out there in the world. I mean, you do double the workload. You know, I was talking to my children today, and I was just thinking about, you know, some of my children, and I was thinking about, man, talked to 2 of their mothers, and it's just amazing to see how they do their best to keep a smile on their face, even in lieu of what's happening, whether trials, tribulations, what have you. So that's why I'm gonna make all their lives just a pleasure. You know, they don't know what's coming. But with that being said, I'm saying you want to do your best to make their life comfortable too. If they're the ones that's there to helping you to get to your destiny, you know, and I'm speaking about anyone that's in business as an entrepreneur, because this entrepreneurial game is really lonely at times, right? Because you are the only one that's holding down the ship. Sometimes you're the only one that believes in your dream, believes in your goal, your vision, more than anybody else. Sometimes you have to separate, like I did, from your children, from the mothers. You got to be away from them, change your environment, change everything, because your ideals have changed, your mentality has changed. The pinnacle, the pendulum has swung to a different aspect. So, and it's hard to leave. It is no different than Moses. When Moses was forced to leave his people, in the old biblical account, in the story of Moses in the Bible, you know, when he left and literally went to a land he did not know of in the wilderness, then he came back for his people, but he had a destiny to fulfill. You got to think, that was 40 years, you know. So, not saying I'm gonna be 40 years, but I'm saying you got to think, you know, one shouldn't think that we forget. I don't forget anything, you know, that the mothers do for my children. It's all going to be paid back 100-fold more than they can even expect, because they deserve that. And the same thing with my mother. She doesn't even know. Like all our mothers that's been there to help us, like I said, when we're sick, when we're ill, whatever we went through, you know, trials and tribulations from our youth, from our teens, from our young adulthood, right? So hopefully this is inspirational, motivational to all those out there. You know, everybody has mothers. That's one thing we can say. I mean, everybody comes from a mom. You know what I mean? You know, so just be mindful of that. Think about your mothers, not just one day. I mean, it's cool that America does this to have one day, you know, delegated for mothers, for fathers, all that good stuff. But it should be an everyday thing. Think about your mothers every day. Even though this is just a reminder, use it as inspiration and motivation to get yourself to the level where you want to be at. And then go back and take care of that mother if they're still alive. You know, cherish them while you have them. You know. That being said, God bless. Hope you all have a good Mother's Day, and those that are mothers, we commend you. Definitely, job well done. Keep doing what you're doing, and even if you don't think that there's someone that's going to help you to pay you back or help you to give back, to make your life easier, to give you a break, right? Always remember the Lord above is watching everything, the Creator, the Most High. So the Almighty is going to make sure you're well taken care of. God bless, my love.